right? So both of these sides have played one game. Now they find themselves going head-to-head again in the Singapore Sevens. I'm talking about Samoa versus Fiji, an absolutely awesome contest anytime it takes place. And we got to see it last week in Hong Kong, but somehow we have ended up with it again, which I'm very, very happy about. But throughout this preview, we will be looking at the key players for both of these sides, their previous fixture, how that went, and then also a prediction at the end for the final score. But looking through, first of all, key players for this next matchup. We did see 3 try scorers for the Samoans in their first game up against the Spanish, in which they did win it 28 points to 24. A very close fixture, but the Samoans still getting themselves over the line. So the 3 try scorers, they were Taunuu Naulivai, he got himself 2 tries, Paul Scanlon, and also Va'a Apelo Maleko. It's not too often you don't say that man's name when talking about Samoan try scorers. So they were able to get themselves 4 throughout the match. They did allow the Spanish to get themselves 4 as well. So that defense, something that they'll want to work on before heading into this game up against Fiji. And the thing with the Singapore Sevens, you've only got a couple hours to get it right. So it's going to be very important that they go out there and they do play a very good game of rugby. Although Fiji, that is probably something they would say that they didn't do up against the Canadians. They did win their game 21 points to 12. There's still a lot of improvement that can be made for Fiji throughout the Singapore Sevens. We did see 2 try scorers for Fiji. Josefa Talatholo got himself 1, and then the 2 tries were scored by Viwa Nadovalo. So a nice bit of work from him. Fiji, they had a few errors. Penalties against them was actually quite a high count for this matchup, which is something we're not really used to seeing for Fiji. Normally there's 1 or 2, but I believe they gave away a little bit more in that last matchup. Now back to talking about the key players. For the Samoans, I am going with the man who scored the 2 tries, Taunuu Naulivai. He was impressive in the way he was able to set up opportunities and also break that line of Spain to be able to create some very good tries for himself. Another player to watch out for. We didn't see him much in the last game, which is why I think he's going to be prominent in this game up against Fiji. That is Tuna Tuitama. He is an impressive unit. Like I mentioned, hardly saw him in that last matchup, but I think we'll certainly see him in the next game up against the Flying Fijians. And then the last man, Fa'afoi Falaniko. He had an assist in that last game when Naulivai was able to run in his second try, and I think he will be key for Samoa in this next game. For Fiji, the 3 key players, it is going to be Viwa Nadovalo, of course, because of the double that he was able to get for himself. Waisia Nathunu, I will say him because of the kicking side of things. Does need those conversions over, as they could be crucial points in a close match up against the Pacific Island rivals. And then the last man, I'll say Manueli Mai Samoa. He got a bit of an injury in that last matchup up against the Canadians, but he fought through it, still managed to make a couple very important tackles. So he's another one to watch out for. But now we're up to that stage of predicting who we think is going to be winning this match. Fiji, they are on about a 15-match winning streak over the Samoans. The question is that going to end today? With the way that Fiji played in that first game and the way that Samoa may improve, I'm going to say yes. I think this will be the first game that the Samoans are able to get themselves the victory over Fiji in a very long time. What are you got, a chocolate hot cross bun? It's just boys coming from all directions. Sounds like Michael Jackson's wet dream. So the prediction that I am going with is Samoa win this game 21 points to 19. I think it's going to be a relatively high-scoring one in Singapore, and I believe the Samoans will be able to get the job done. But I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this preview, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments who you think will be winning this match and also what your score prediction is for this game as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all for the next one.